Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. It's Jordan here. It's another day. It's another Lego room adventure. Pretty fired up on the Lego City as of late. It's pretty cool. You know what? I built that train station that's buried over there the other day. It is just pretty neat. Like there's a Starbucks in there and like all sorts of minifigs. And of course, that's how you can board the ground line that runs underneath the raised platform. It's just unfortunate that it's so hidden. Like there's so many cool things going on in there and I just wish you could see them a little bit better, but it is what it is. I'm pretty happy that at least you can see like the edge of the Starbucks right there. Then you can see some of the minifigures. I guess I should get on Amazon and order up some of those strip lights, like the ones that I have running on the back of the shelves that I never turn on. Yeah, those ones. You want to hear something crazy? Is building this, right? And you know, like I was trying to push a brick down and the brick like slipped. And look at that. That is the largest wound that I've ever got from Lego. That is from Lego. That's crazy, hey? It looks sort of disgusting. Yeah, but this thing like made me bleed my own blood, so was it worth it? I'd say so. Yeah, I want to work on a couple different things like simultaneously today, I think. That pets post right there. So that is actually two different pet shops, right? Because there's a pet shop modular building which comes with like the little townhouse and then the pets. And what I did is I took two of them and I just changed the letters to make it spell post, and then I did nothing with the interior. So what I want to do is merge those two buildings and build one giant pet shop. Oh yeah, and then also this right here is actually another one of those. This is a rebrickable model. Honestly, nothing against it, but I think it just looks sloppy, doesn't it? Yeah, you can see like this is the pet shop color and then there's some of the townhouse color, and I just think it looks a little bit sloppy. So this needs to be parted out for sure. But I want to build like a double pet store using two of those modular buildings. So yeah, I just got to reach in here and extract it. Oh wow, they're actually merged together. They're one giant mill split. I thought they'd be two half base plates, but I guess that's one giant structure. I think this is one of the least popular modular buildings. So let's try and make it a little more popular with the redesign. I couldn't even tell you what's in the interior. I have not looked in here like in forever. So there's a bed. It's like a loft suite, I guess. Hey, that's funny. I never even knew that. It's a loft suite. It's similar to what we did with the Donut Cafe and also the City Press building. Interesting. And then just a little mini kitchen with a bunch of exposed studs. I feel like the interior details are a bit lacking there. It's a cool fireplace though. It's going to be the exact same on this side. And then what else we got? Okay, some exposed green. Nice. Did a really good job on that post office, hey? Look at that. Post office. Oh, it's beautiful in the inside. Wow. I'm blown away. That's technique at its finest. And then we have a pet shop, which is nicely tiled off, but what is going on inside there? There's nothing. Is that original? No, it can't be. That can't be original. Okay, well, yeah. We need to like blow these walls up, merge this, merge these signs, move the staircase over here, just keep this staircase, and then build this as one giant pet shop because this looks ridiculous. That's unacceptable. I might even get more aggressive than that because if I keep the staircase, it's going to gobble up a bunch of room that we can use to create an awesome pet store in there. So I might even just take the staircase and pop it on the back, similar to what I've been doing, and then put a door right here on either side. Then we can keep two different loft apartments above the pet shop. Then we'll just have more like places for people to live if we keep it as two separate loft apartments, right? Or we could merge those as well. Haven't quite decided yet. But I'm thinking if we move the staircase to the back, it'll give us that space. I know it completely changes the original theme of the set, but ultimately, I don't care. So of course, got to start from scratch because look at this. The building ends 8 studs from the back of the base plate. Gonna give it more depth and bring it out to 4 studs. And when we do that, we've got to blast out these walls, use these parts to help with that. But then the buildings on top, like these apartments, are going to have to be expanded outward as well, so they match that ground floor. But once again, I've got this set here, so I'm gonna part it out and use some pieces from this. Wow, that's actually a nice kitchen though. Holy crow, and there's actually some nice mini builds. So hopefully we can keep some of these little mini builds and use them in the new and improved pet shop. The new and improved double pet shop uses a lot of the same techniques found in the original, such as the signage. Over here it says pet, so the S had to be removed because pet's shop didn't really make sense. And over here it says shop. So this was built the exact same way, using some tiles, plates, and some of those clips as well, and then they clip onto a bar. When we get inside, I'll sort of dissect it and I'll show you how that was constructed there. There's the same windows on either side, so it's sort of symmetrical, and those are the reddish brown windows with the white and blue awnings. And then rather than having the entrance to the staircase, there's one large double door here, and it's framed similar to the staircase. So it's actually a custom built arch style. So you can see the interior uses some slopes, and then the exterior layer uses some inverted slopes, which sort of match up with the interior layer. And then there's two of the dark gray circular pillars on either side of the door, and of course the frog on the very top on either side of those cheese slopes. The tile pattern was carried over from the original as well. We have the checker of the 1x1 tan and reddish brown tiles. From the front side, the second and third floor actually remained the same. I just really like the way that these windows were treated with the planters, and also those like modified bricks on either side, the sand blue ones. They just look really good beside those tan windows. And this roof looks really nice as well, with the staggered slopes and the curved awnings going over top of the curved windows. And the top of the roof looks nice too, with the skylights, chimneys, and also just that nice design on the edge of it. Taking a look at the backside, you can see that the decision was made to not actually expand the second and third floor so that it matches the enlarged first floor, but rather there was a staircase added up to a patio. So there's actually a nicely tiled off deck there. And this deck, the base plate of it, which is the dark gray plate, is actually built right into the base plate work of the second floor. The patio or deck is nicely tiled off in reddish brown, and it's nicely framed using some fence elements and also some black brick and tile. Of course, the pet shop has a updated interior as well, and I've actually removed this so you can take a look at the work that was done here with the text. So once again, it uses some of the 1x1 modified plates with the clip in blue and white, and they're clipped onto the bar element. And that technique was found in the original set, and that's actually hidden nicely on the backside with some of the small panels. So it looks really clean from the inside. There is one little issue over here. It's impossible to get a stud to align with this plate. So when I put this back on, it's nothing crazy, but there's no stud holding it there, so it does have just a little bit of give. Let's check out some of the interior details. First off, we've got our cash counter, and beside that cash counter is some fancy baked dog treats. You ever been to one of the fancy pet stores? You can buy like your dog a donut or a cookie. I definitely have. I have 2 dogs myself, and it's definitely a thing. To the right of that, there is the cat area. You can see one of the cats is making its way out. It's jumped up top there. Yeah, that's why the walls are nice and tall, but it looks like he found a way out anyway. And there's another cat there who's currently jumping up at the wall from the cat post inside the enclosure. To the left of the cash counter, there's a terrarium there with a chameleon inside. I took the original design concept, but I added some snot bricks and also changed the color of the hood. It used to be black, and I think blue looks better. This is from the original set though. Just some of the modified plates built into the wall to create a nice shelf. And beside the terrarium there, we've got some dogs. Just some little puppy dogs there. They've got some fresh water and also some food. Some of those modified corner bricks and the 1x2x2 glass panels, nicely capped off with black tile. Then some more terrariums over here. I know these enclosures are pretty small, but it is Lego. It is what it is. We've got a bunny rabbit in one and a frog in the other. And above that, we've got some fixtures that you can buy for your aquarium. You can buy some coral reef or some plants. Right when you come in the front door, you're greeted by some birds. They are the most well-behaved birds ever. They do not fly around. I was thinking of adding a cage,
but the only pieces I could think of to add a cage were jail cell elements, and I just think that would look ridiculous in this model. So decided not to build a bird cage. To the left of the bird cage, there's a customized shelf there that has all sorts of heavy dog food on it. So it is a heavy duty shelf. Just put some print pieces and also some curved slopes on the end. Built that using brackets, plates, and tiles. And then we've got the fish tank right over here. So this is the massive aquarium. Use some of the 1x2 by 2 2/3 stop bricks on the bottom there to add those 2x4 jumpers, and then some of the modified 1x2 plates on the top of it with the slide just to frame it nicely. And then I also added some more snot bricks on the side of it. I can actually pull it out so you can have a better look at it, because it's pretty much fully tiled off and everything's just held in place by a couple studs. Yeah, so this is the aquarium there. You can see the snot bricks that I used on this side here. And I went with the trans blue glass to make it look like there's water. Added some plants in there, some coral reef. And this one can actually open up. Decided to just put some clips on the side so they can actually open it up and take the fish in and out, right? Then put some grill elements to the left of the hinge plate there. So a neat little feature. And then there it is from the back side as well. So it's pretty funny because I wanted it to open. I thought that was a cool idea, but you realize once it's placed in there, it's pretty hard to open. I guess I could replace these with 1x3 tiles and put little clips on it so you can actually grab it and open it. That'd be a simple fix. But also they wouldn't be able to open it unless the second and third floor were actually removed, because these will of course collide. But it is what it is. I don't think these minifigures plan on opening the fish tank, right? You can see there's one more fish tank. It is a spherical one, and inside we've got Sebastian and Flounder. So it's pretty funny when you really look at it. You can see that Sebastian is actually holding some of those like minifig pose pieces, and that is what's supporting Flounder. I tried to fit some plants in there as well, but there just wasn't room. I thought it'd be funny to include those two like epic animals from Ariel's Underwater Palace in this set, and I just think that's really neat. So we've got some really cool interior details. I honestly think that this is way better than the original. Let's call it 10 times better than the original pet store, just because there's actually like a lot of pets and merch that people can buy. A larger cat area, dog area, some larger fish tanks. I can't even remember what the original one had, but I know that the interior of this is significantly improved, and I love the fact that we're getting more frontage for the pet shop as well. When minifigures come up the stairs, there are doors right there to their apartment, so it's 2 separate units. Not much changed in here. We just have the little miniature kitchen, the fireplace, an upgraded chair, and the hole in the floor, of course, has been filled, and that's underneath the staircase. And there's still a door right there, so you can go underneath that staircase. I was thinking maybe we could add a washroom in there, but honestly, it would just become too cramped. Just a little tiny washroom in there. Yeah, I just decided against it. I could make it like a little storage unit, but I think this is all the details you need on the second and third floor. I mean, this is all the details that there were in the original set, so it didn't really add much other than the chair upgrade. So the stairs can be taken up to the little loft up there where we have the original bed and lamp. On this side, there is another little side table that was added, and that came from that rebrickable model. Nothing too crazy. And over here, it's pretty much the same, but instead of that little side table, there is a squat rack. So yeah. This guy who owns this loft or apartment here likes to lift, I guess. I honestly think that this is much better than what it was. Like, the original set was okay, but of course it has the other townhouse. But if you have 2 of these, merging this section of it together is much better, because now we have an actual pet store in the Lego city. Like, this thing can actually be considered a pet store. The other one, I don't really consider it to be a perfect pet store, and I don't consider this to be a perfect pet store by no means, I guess, but I think it's a lot better than what the original had to offer us. And if you have 2 sets, this is an easy way to customize this. We have the addition of the patio or deck and just a much bigger store on the bottom, and I think it just merged the frontage like in a perfect way. I love the tile pattern, the big arch going over top of the door, and also the updated signage. Pretty fired up on it, that's for sure. So I've decided to put it right back where it was when we started this video. I'm sure the position of that might change. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a bunch of reshuffling here in the Lego City, just because we're upgrading some of the modular buildings, like the pet shop, the police station, pretty soon the jazz club, and maybe the corner garage as soon as well. I just opened up that spot there beside that large tower. So that spot's open. Pretty soon that's going to get parted out. So yeah, I think oh yeah, we did the Birch Bookshop too, right? So I think some modular buildings might shuffle around just to get better visibility, especially for the ones that I've customized, just because I think they look fantastic. I'm pretty fired up on, what did I just kick? Oh, look, should have put those in the pet shop. I was grabbing some fish and stuff. But yeah, I think that's some of the stuff might get shuffled around just so we can see it a little bit better. And it's always fun, you know, just changing up the city a bit and reshuffling modular buildings. I still want to work on that trans blue skyscraper ASAP. Like, this thing's going to go right away. Like, this thing, I know for a fact it's going to go. I'm watching you, Avengers Tower. I'm watching you. It's going to get parted out relatively soon. I just hope that we're getting that new one. Like, I just hope. I just want it so bad. Oh, a lot of people have been asking me to do this. We better take care of it. And that is put a bat signal on top of the police station. A lot of people want me to put a helicopter pad on top of the police station as well. To be honest with you, I just don't think that that specific police station would look good with a helicopter pad on top. Just because it's more of like a classic old school police station. And I think if you saw that in a city, you wouldn't see a helicopter pad on the top of it. I think that the Lego city sets with helicopter pads make more sense, but not like classy looking buildings like that. It's just my opinion, and I'm probably going to stick to it. I don't mind the bat signal though. I should probably get a Jim Gordon minifigure and put him out there. Maybe a Batman minifig. Probably position it in the corner or something, but I just toss it on there. I think that's pretty funny. So what am I going to do with the rest of my day here? Well, probably going to hang out with the family and the wife, because I'm actually going camping this weekend just for one night. Going to go meet up with my brother in Calgary. Jose's stuck here with the kids. Can't bring the kids camping, so I better spend as much time with her as I possibly can, and also the kids, before I take off for a day and go camping. Sounds like a fun time to me though, that's for sure. Yeah, so there we go, everybody. Looking pretty good. Hey, there's the pet shop modular building, upgraded and placed in the Lego city. And yeah, that's really about it. I hope you enjoyed my video here. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. And have yourselves a fantastic day. Farewell.